you guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you're unsure who I am Mara, and I am a licensed esthetician and someone who is just all things self-care, femininity, and self-esteem and self-confidence, okay? So I truly believe it's important on so many levels, whether spiritual, physical, mental, and emotional, that we upkeep ourselves. I'm also here to let you guys know how easy it really can be to overcomplicate things, especially when it comes to skincare, okay? So, just general feminine upkeep, sometimes we can make things a little complicated. But luckily for you guys, I am one who likes to work smarter and not harder, and I do believe that simplicity is bliss. So all in all, I'm here to show you guys very simple yet effective ways to take care of your skin and so much more. So I initially started my journey into the beauty industry long ago with my first passion being makeup. And it was through that where I found the foundational importance of makeup and how the foundation is proper skincare, okay? The better your skin was, the better that the makeup looked. And then even less of it was needed to look amazing. So once I saw a lack of knowledge with that, but a high demand of getting better skin, I knew I wanted to further my passion and really dive deeper. So it is very important to make our skin a priority, as it is the largest organ of the body, and we only have one body. And it's the foundation of so many other things and issues that can arise, especially in our skin. We are combating carcinogens, pollution, sun damage, and other free radicals on the daily. And if we neglect our skin, it's definitely a means for things like skin cancer or other detrimental skin conditions. So this channel was made simply to let you guys know how vital it is to care for your skin. And as of now, especially during the cold winter months, as the weather and the environment can definitely be very harsh and potentially damaging to the skin. So there's a little spill as to why I wanted to do this challenge. As you may have seen in the promo video I put out, it is very easy to neglect our skin due to reasons as silly as not wanting to put lotion on as it's already freezing, or simply just wanting to cover up in warm fuzzy things without the proper moisture. So I have come up with 5 simple things that you can do to kickstart a healthier skincare journey for you this winter, you guys. You guys, be here with me, please. All right, we need to get this winter skincare going. But before we get into that, I do want to talk a little bit about the challenge, okay? So first off, if you're here, that means that you truly want to take the initiative and get the ball rolling when it comes to a good skincare regimen this winter. I absolutely love that, and I appreciate you signing up and doing this challenge with me and so many great others. I do want to take a little time though before we keep going just to go over a few things. So since this is a challenge, there will be some winners, okay? Woo woo! Winner, chicken dinner. All right. So there's going to be 2 winners. One will be here locally in the San Diego area, and the other one will be anywhere else in the United States, okay? So you guys will continue to receive emails and updates, as well as other instructions on what needs to be done to fully participate in this challenge and keep track of the tasks that you'll need to do in order to complete it, okay? So the local winners will be receiving the last of stock of my rose facial oil, as well as one of my enhanced beauty sugar scrubs. And you will also be getting a pumpkin peel facial done by moi at my shop, Enhanced Beauty, as well as a Lomi Lomi massage by the beautiful, oh my gosh, and super sweet Aya. She is the owner of Blissful Touch Reflexology. And of course, last but not least, a Starbucks gift card, okay? Who doesn't love Starbucks? So for the winner, who can be anywhere in the United States, you could also win one of the rose facial oils, a sugar scrub, and even one of the Enhanced Beauty body butter bombs. You will absolutely love it, okay? And you also get a Starbucks gift card. So you definitely want to make sure that you continue to check your emails to know exactly what to do. So I do have a winter skincare bingo card that all of you guys will be receiving in your emails. So be sure to check that out, because this is what you're gonna need to be crossing out and making sure you're completing to be able to contend in this challenge, okay? Everything you need to know is gonna be here on this bingo card. And if you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out. But it's simple stuff. It's literally making sure you're following me, make sure you tag us, all of that good stuff. So now we're gonna go ahead and get into a few things when it comes to actually oil cleansing and moisturizing our skin. So welcome to challenge number 1, oil cleanse and moisturize, okay? So we're gonna talk a little bit about why an oil-based cleanser is beneficial for all skin types. It can lift excess sebum, and it's also great because oil attracts oil. So it's great for all skin types to do. It can help clean out your clogged pores and also help to remove some dead skin and makeup, of course, okay? And we'll also talk about when you should oil cleanse and just how often, and even educating yourself if you plan on making a DIY oil cleanser, okay? So, one thing to note, and I'm gonna be removing my makeup as I'm doing this, but makeup removers often include oil because it's well suited for lifting oil-free, oil-based, and waterproof formulas off of our skin and our lashes, okay? So I'm actually gonna be using the Enhanced Beauty Rose Facial Oil to do this. And one thing about it is traditional cleansers can irritate the skin and cause excessive dryness. It maybe even aggravate the skin a little more and ultimately result in your skin kind of overproducing oil after washing, because, you know, oil cleansing, on the other hand, it will help kind of balance the skin and lock in hydration. Sometimes some of the cleansers we use are just a bit too harsh and can cause a little more damage than we need. But oils can be used for cleansing, and they may also have certain healing properties and important nutrients or other skin boosting benefits. So that's why I really, really love to oil cleanse. And plus, during the winter, we need this extra hydration. So an oil cleanser is great for really dry, mature skin. And it's great because even sensitive skin types and oily skin types can benefit from this as well. So we're just working this in, and it's melting off all of my makeup, okay? So there are a lot of really good pre-made cleansers out there that you can find at the drugstores or the beauty stores. And if you have acne-prone skin, you can look for products that say that they are non-comedogenic. That way you just ensure that your pores will not get clogged. But Eminence Organics has a really good oil cleanser. It's called Stone Crop Oil Cleanser. Now, the most commonly used DIY recipes if you want to make your oil cleanser is definitely jojoba and castor oil. And what you can do is kind of just have like a 1-to-1 ratio with these two oils if you want to mix them together, because olive oil is great for dry skin and castor oil is great for like oily and acne prone skin. So mixing the two kind of makes it a universal DIY oil for your skin, okay? So just to give you some insight, olive oil is definitely really rich in vitamins and antioxidants, and I'm just like really massaging this stuff off. But you know, antioxidants is important for hydration, and then you have your castor oil on the other hand, which can be antibacterial and kind of act like an astringent, so that's what will help clean. But you do have to be careful because that astringent action in the castor oil can sometimes cause the skin to dry, which is, you know, a little counterproductive, but that's just how it works. So that's why you always want to have that good balance, okay? So with that being said, you can always opt in to use other oils in the basic recipe above that I was telling you about, depending on your skin's needs, okay? So for instance, you might want to try to use jojoba oil if you have oily or acne prone skin instead of the olive oil, because olive oil, you know, it's a little bit higher on the comedogenic scale, but jojoba oil can help reduce acne and help balance that oil production. And it's also low on the comedogenic scale too, so that's why you can use that if you're oily. And you can also add maybe something like avocado oil to just be an extra moisturizer for the skin if it is super dry. So I just wanted to let you guys know about that. Honestly, I feel that any oil might be okay, but you definitely want to make sure you're doing your research and figuring out what might work for you. You need to figure out what your skin type is, If you're super duper dry, go for something a little bit thicker and a little bit more hydrating, like avocado oil or olive oil and things like that, something very rich. But if you are oily, jojoba oil is amazing. And that is actually what is in my facial oil. So it's sweet almond oil, jojoba, and a little bit of some rose essential oil in here. But the sweet almond goes in there to power pack that moisture that I need. And the jojoba does the same thing, but at the same time, these are both not pore cleansing oil, or pore clogging oils. So that's what I love about it. Okay, and so another tip. So you guys, I'm just massaging this in, making sure I'm really, removing this stuff, okay? There's no rhyme or reason. I would definitely say you can do this as long as you want, honestly. Just make sure you remove it. It could be super quick if you want, but I like to really take my time and massage this in because I do want to just get the benefits from doing this. It's cold outside. I don't want my skin to just feel so tight and dry. So I want to work this in to know that I'm actually absorbing some of this moisture with these oils. But what you can do if you are oily and say it does kind of bother you to be doing this, which I get it, but there's a science behind it. Oil does attract oil. So it will help to lift whatever oil your skin is producing and help to kind of balance it by giving you just the right amount of moisture you need too. Now, if you feel the need to, you can always oil cleanse first and then go back in with a cleanser and, wash your face. That way it's kind of like, okay, at least I know I'm getting off that excess stuff or the excess oil if you do feel like your skin type is oily and you don't want to chance it or whatever the case may be, but it is completely fine for all skin types to do this. So now I'm just gonna take it off. And I just have these 4x4s, and clearly I had makeup on, so this is what was on my hands. And so what you'll do after you actually do the cleanse with the oil, because this is a great thing, especially if you're wearing a lot of makeup. This is a great way to help clean your face after having makeup on because it literally melts it all away. So I'm just gonna remove this as much as I can, or at least until these little, these are called 4x4s, are clear. You can totally do this with a washcloth or something at the house. I'm not at home, so I just have these because this is what I use during a facial anyway. But I'm just gonna use these to remove this, okay? So, just wanna make sure that I'm being very thorough with this because you do wanna get most of it off. Now, I wouldn't be so bent up on really removing it because again, it's winter time. We want to make sure that we keep some of that moisture and hydration in there, okay? And so what you can do if you would like to, you can always go back in and repeat if you want, if you feel like there's still some remnants of something on there. My skin's actually been super duper dry today, so I'm gonna repeat. And I'm not going to go in with a cleanser because my skin is, for the most part, my skin is very normal. It's on the normal side, but it can get dry, especially in the winter time. So I kind of have a combo. But I want this moisture for me. My skin, anytime I don't put on any moisturizer or my body butter balm or anything, my skin literally, I feel like I'm going to fall apart. I feel like I'm gonna disintegrate into thin air if I don't hurry up and put on my oil or my moisturizer, whatever the case may be, okay? So I just can't. So I like to feel hydrated, if that makes any sense. So I'm gonna do this one more time just to see if, I still have a little on there, which I probably do, especially around my hairline, which is fine. But this is literally what you do. You just massage this all around. And you guys, this is also beneficial because we're literally kind of stimulating our skin by doing this massaging motion, okay? We're stimulating collagen and elastin. So always make sure that you don't want to necessarily be dragging your skin down. Try to go upwards too, because that helps a lot. We don't want to cause any extra sagging, so you can go upward like this. Here, be very gentle but thorough. And this massaging, it helps blood circulation come to our skin. It helps our skin glow when that happens. So this can be something really beneficial on so many levels. But not only that, it's gonna help to cleanse and remove certain things off of our skin while also giving us the hydration and moisture that we need, okay? So this is day one, you guys. I'm so excited. I hope you're excited too. Now again, there are oil cleansers on the market. There are. One of my favorites, if I ever get one, if I'm ever just like, oh, I want to get one, Eminence Organics makes a great one, okay? They make a great oil cleanser. It's called a Stone Crop Cleansing Oil. So good, smells great, feels great. It's amazing. So I would recommend that if you're in the market for a product or something, if you want to try an actual oil cleanser. It is on the higher end, but it's on the higher end for a reason. It is such a good brand. They're all natural, organic, so I love that, okay? But there's also things like this, and that's why I love my facial oil, because you can double back and use it not only as a facial oil for your moisturizer, but you can remove your makeup, you can oil cleanse with this. So this is just an all-around staple piece that I absolutely love. And so we're just gonna remove that now. And I still got some stuff coming off, if you can see that, but hey, it's coming off. Okay, so there's that. And that's all I'm gonna do. I feel pretty clean and I still feel very moisturized after that, you guys. You know how sometimes you'll wash your face after using your cleanser and the skin instantly just feels super duper tight? It does not with this. Like, you already feel clean, you feel refreshed, but you also feel very hydrated. You can feel the difference. So that's why I love this. Now, what you can do at this point, after you've done your oil cleanse and you've removed it, gotten it off with your washcloth or whatever, now you can go straight into your toner. For me, I'm gonna use my Enhanced Beauty, okay? This is my Enhanced Beauty Rose Water Facial Spray and Toner. It is so pure. It is 100% natural. I mean, this is some potent stuff. This has only been distilled one time, and none of the natural oils from the rose petals have been removed. So it is literally rose heaven in a bottle, you guys. Hydration heaven in a bottle. Most times when you go to the store, the drugstore, and you look at the rose waters that people might have, they are so watered down and they might contain alcohol in them, which is very counterproductive because you want hydration from this thing, right? So you always got to be mindful of ingredients and whatnot, but this is pure. Only been distilled once and everything else is in there. There's no alcohol, there's nothing. It is 100% pure distilled rose water, okay? So I'm gonna give myself a couple sprays. Oh, or more. I love this stuff. Oh, good God. And so what I like to do while my skin is still kind of like damp from this, I'll go ahead and get either my facial oil or my moisturizer. And so my skin isn't necessarily sensitive, but it can be sometimes to certain things. So I like to keep a simple regimen. I personally, if I am gonna opt for a moisturizer, I will use the Cetaphil one, just because it's pretty basic, clean. I don't have to worry about any irritation and things like that because it is dermatologist recommended, right? So I'll get a little bit of that, okay? And I'll work that in while my skin is still kind of damp from the rose water. And to really lock that in, I'm gonna go over it with a little bit of the oil too, okay? So I'm gonna take just a tiny bit of this and then I'm gonna apply that on top as well. And so for me, this is how I like to oil cleanse and also keep my skin super duper moisturized and hydrated after that. So tomorrow morning, you guys, I'm gonna wake up with the most softest, smoothest skin in the morning. So I absolutely love doing this. So there's that. So that was my way of oil cleansing and moisturizing my skin. So again, we have done our day one. I'm so excited and I hope you guys have learned a little something about it. And of course, you guys, we have the chat going on. You are more than welcome to always put your questions down there and whatnot, and I will be in touch in some form or fashion, whether it be here in the live or through email or messages or whatever the case may be. You guys know how to find me, okay? So I am so excited. We are all ready to go. We are cleansed and hydrated, okay? So that's going to do it for today, you guys. If you guys have any questions, again, please don't hesitate to reach out. But I am so excited for day 2. And I hope you are too, you guys. I'm really excited. Thank you so much again for joining this challenge, and I look forward to the next 4 days, and I look forward to hearing about how your skin reacts to this come day 5.